Let me just get this into position. So before this video begins, God, I can finally start editing now. I can start editing stuff. Before it begins, this was recorded like almost a year, like 13 months ago. So on, the 13th of March. So it was just a podcast idea that we wanted to do. We wanted to see how well it did. And so now here it is, just 30 minutes of what an idea that we started like over a year ago. So anyway, tell us what you think. Bye. Okay, now we're recording.
I'm so confused.
Well, I mean, this is the first thing that we're doing, so
yeah. Eventually it'll become like muscle memory, kind of like when we start. Like I'll do the countdown, and then we start recording. Everyone's gonna listen to Miss Brian's. Oh yeah,
oh yeah.
We're missing more people.
Yeah, this is a discussion that's meant for the minimum at least 3 people. Because F-Face has like 3 people.
Yeah.
And other podcasts have like a couple, maybe have like 2. And that dog in the background. It's like, shut up!
To let you know, this is not professional anyways.
Yeah,
It's just
we're
like
not
grabbing a
professional
random
anyway.
microphone.
Yeah, we just got one of my microphones and just plugged into a laptop, and now we're just recording.
Yeah.
This was an idea that we thought of maybe like about a week ago.
Not even a week ago, like 2 days ago.
Maybe like, yeah, half a week ago. So here we are.
Sorry.
It's a podcast, Brian. Be professional.
Look, I have my drink right here.
My Voodoo Rager. This is sponsored by Voodoo Rager.
This is just lemonade.
I'm drinking Guinness. Yeah, right. I can't stand
I have
strong
flat soda.
flat soda that's empty.
Do you like flat soda?
No.
Why? You like the carbonation?
Hell yeah. So it's a soda.
I like it flat.
I don't know. You're a monster.
I don't like the carbonation. It tastes weird. Like, I don't know.
That's what makes soda, the carbonation in it.
Yeah, but how, like, you know when people leave soda out for, like, the longest time and then you drink it, it's all flat?
Yeah.
That's how I like it.
You're weird.
That's extreme.
Alex said that it's, what did you say? It's like bread with no butter flavor?
It's like...
Or a piece of toast with...
It's like flavorless butter.
Flavorless butter? I was about to say, like, you know...
Does butter even have a flavor?
It's butter. That's the flavor, butter. What I'm going to say is that...
What?
What I'm going to say, what you're describing as flat soda is like saying you're getting a cheeseburger without the cheese on it. Like, you're still saying, I like a cheeseburger. That's how you're saying it.
A cheeseburger with no cheese.
That's my mom.
Yeah.
It's like, I can taste the cheese on it, but there's no cheese on it.
No, I just like flat soda.
Disgrace.
Yeah, I'll still drink it.
What does he
But
want?
it's like...
He wants this bottle cap on the floor.
Give it to him.
I've been opening the door halfway the time. It's time for you to get up.
Yeah, but Alex is all hot.
I'm kind of cooling down. Kind of. Not really.
Can't you hear the door opening?
Yeah, I can hear it. Amy thought about one thing about, like, when you pass away, do you keep your social security number?
What, to the afterlife?
Yeah.
So you have to have a social security number to your afterlife.
Then she Googled it, and I was, like, all happy because, like, I want to keep my number.
Why? Because you memorized it?
Yeah, because I memorized it by heart.
I only memorized like the last 4 digits.
It was just a
1, 2,
random
3, 4.
thought in my head that it's like, okay, what happens when you pass away? Like, do you keep your social security number? And I even asked, what happens with your debt?
No, the debt goes away.
No, it doesn't. I actually Googled it.
No?
She Googled it.
So what, does it get passed on to your kids or something, or what?
No, it's just like to your, what is it?
I
Do you
forgot.
remember?
No.
I'll look it up again.
But you take that social security number with you to the grave, is what we found about the first one. And I got so happy when I found out, because I was like, yes, I don't have to memorize my social security out in the afterlife. Yeah.
What if you did though? What if God's like, you know, hey, and
What's your
in
social
order to get in here, there's social security number, so that way I don't confuse it with anybody else.
It says debt doesn't simply disappear when you die. Probate is the legal process where assets from your estate are distributed and debts are paid.
The hell's probate?
So what if I don't have any assets?
So you gotta take your debt to the grave.
So what? They're gonna charge me when I'm dead, or what?
Like you
I
can't
don't know
die
what's gonna
yet.
happen.
You can't die yet.
Yeah,
until
right. I'm
you,
gonna try to unplug my heart monitor or something like that.
like, oh, we're gonna keep you on life support until you pay it off.
No.
Heart attack.
I don't know.
Yeah, it just says using the state's assets. I thought that maybe when you pass away, like maybe they jumble your numbers like differently and they just give it to somebody new.
No, that's just called giving somebody a social security number. Each social security number is unique to that person. There's no such thing as having an identical one. They might have like some similar numbers, but it wouldn't be exactly the same.
Yeah, because that's what it said, that you'll keep your social security to the grave, and they have multiple numbers that you can jungle up like together to give it to somebody else for like the next 7 generations.
I want them to be all number ones. what's your social security number, kid? My grandpa gave me this. It's called 111111, and at the end, 2.
Oh my god.
I'm just thinking, like, right now, like, you know how there's, like, we're talking about the afterlife a little bit. What happens in the afterlife? But what if you had to take, like, a number? Those, like, taking numbers to be seated or something, to be assisted?
Oh, hell no.
In the afterlife?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna go around.
Y'all like Soul? How they had to get a number?
Yeah.
It reminds me of Soul. The movie, the Disney movie Soul?
Never seen it.
No?
No, I never sat through it.
It's a good movie.
I do not want to cry or anything at the end, like fucking Onward made me,
No, this one's different.
Onward made me cry like a bitch, and I'm ashamed.
You're ashamed.
I'm like, I was like, I already cried once. I was about to start crying. I was about to start shedding a tear, and I was like, oh my god, this movie. Then the ending was like,
Onward was a pretty good movie.
it just like unleashed the floodgates in my eyeballs.
God.
All those years holding back, coming all out at once.
Yeah. Then oh my god. Then I tell Amy after we finished seeing the movie, and was like, okay, you cried for the movie, but not at my wedding.
God damn, Amy.
Yeah, he didn't cry when I walked down the aisle.
What, am I supposed to cry too?
Yes.
Hell no.
At least shed a cheer or something.
Hell no, I'll probably do like a fake tear or something. Probably like punch myself.
What the heck?
I'm gonna twist my ears.
Twist my nip.
I should have just like walked back down and then walked back up again.
If you would have
Until
done
you
that,
guys cried.
I probably would have looked to the side and be like, okay, I'm just waiting. That was the most awkward thing I ever done. No. How come for some reason, why am I always showing up in all your important stuff?
What the heck?
There's
Because you're my
your
brother.
Yeah, but no one ever told me, you want to do this? I'm like, nah, I don't really want to.
Alex asked you though.
I know, that's the difference though. Alex asked me, I voluntarily, went.
Volunteered. What the heck?
With you for your quinceañera to be one of your chambelans, I was like, fuck, man. Why do I have to do this? Did somebody else do it?
It's just a Hispanic thing that we have to do.
I don't know. I don't mind watch, so I never experienced any of this.
Weren't you in a quince?
I was like in. There's one. I think there was gonna be another one, but I said no.
You said no.
Yeah.
Why would you say no?
I
That's like the saddest thing you can tell a girl when she's turning 15.
I fucking whitewashed. The hell do you expect? I'm not I'm not like full blown.
Because then that puts stress on her having to find somebody else.
Well, it's a good thing it's not stressed on
I
me.
mean, I did it once.
What the heck?
I did it once for Daisy, my cousin, and then like the party went on, and then me and Abel were like, okay, we're done wearing the suits for now. We're done. We can finally take them off. We brought clothes to that day, and everyone thought that we were gonna start dancing too because Daisy and her and the girls were all of them started dancing too. By the way, R.I.P. to her friend, to her Daisy's friend's head. Like they did like a jump to the floor, and her friend just jumped and ate shit on the edge of the stage.
Oh my god!
I'm like, ugh. But anyway, me and Abel wear the same color clothes. And everyone looked at us like, oh, here comes the second act.
What the heck?
Alex and Abel are going to start dancing. I'm like, stop looking at us. We're not going to dance. And Raymond, my friend, he passed out underneath underneath our table. That's it.
He passed out.
Yeah, he was tired. He was like, I'm done. He was out for the whole night.
Have you ever been like when you guys were younger? Remember this when we were younger and like, you know, our parents would be partying until like 2 a.m. and like you see a bunch of kids like with 2 double chairs all asleep with the with the coat.
Oh yeah.
Damn.
I remember that. But I would also
those are Mexican parties.
What I also remember is like you would have that spare bedroom or like like somebody's bedroom, and if you ever would go in, you would see like either little kids asleep or babies asleep in there.
Oh yeah. Have you ever seen that? Like when you would go to like Mexican parties and there was always that one room was filled up with a bunch of children sleeping.
Oh my god.
And they would tell you like, oh, be quiet when you go in there because our kids are asleep in there or something. And the parents are out there like drinking.
Pretty much like that's what you have, like either the guys are like around a bonfire and they have a beer in their hand and they're just like talking, and then you have the music playing in the background. Then sorry, I have a lot of gas. And then you would have like all the
women dancing,
yeah,
like in a circle with the beer in their hand.
Yeah.
Either that or like they're just sitting down and they're like, you know.
It's usually at my It's usually at my aunt's house or my grandma's house at the time, where everybody will be outside having a good time, probably singing because they sing. They have like a karaoke thing and they'll just sing like. Ooh. And then there's the kids running around or inside. The boys all playing Xbox or something, and all the girls are all chasing each other with the younger boys.
I don't think our family did that, huh? They were like either in the jumper.
Oh, or the jumper.
Yeah, like they would always like the boys would always try to kick the girls out, and like, they would try to pull the jumper like to the floor.
Side.
Yeah, like to the side.
Completely roll it over.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Or like girls and guys would fight against each other, and like they would go like in the jumper.
And then you have one of the older teenagers. They would go to the back and they would just turn off the jumper, and then you start hearing all the little kids screaming.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that was so annoying. Like, shut up.
Damn memories.
Memory lanes.
Oh damn. Let's see.
Oh, you didn't you have a question?
Oh yeah. So I was talking about this with Jen in the car when she was taking me to my friend's house because how I was gonna drink, and I don't want to be a bad influence. But I had asked her like
bacon.
I had asked her like, hey, do you remember any of like the older stuff? Because there was a song that came out on her playlist, and I'm like, damn, I haven't heard this song in like forever.
What song?
I don't know. It was like a very old song. Like, you know, you hear it when you're younger and you jam out to it, and then later on you find like new music that you're into, and then pretty much I was like, man, I haven't heard this since I was like really young.
Jen has a weird playlist.
Yeah, that is true, but pretty much I was like, do you remember this song? She's like, yeah, and I was like, do you remember anything like when you were like super younger, and then you're like, you think back to it and you're like, damn, I'm old. I was like that with Jen in the car. I was like, do you remember when the Easy Bake Oven came out? Like, do you remember getting that?
Yeah, when the Easy Bake was like a big old thing, like for girls. Mm-hmm. You know the little oven, like little toy ovens, and like they would sell like the little stuff to make
Oh,
something.
you can make like little food or something.
Yeah, like muffins or like a cake. Me and Jen would always fight over it when we were younger.
I was raised in a home full of boys. It's just me and Abel. I never had a sister, so I don't know what to tell you. I never experienced it. All I've known was playing games and doing random stuff, like rolling my brother in a hamper down the stairs.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, I can't relate. Oh, remember that time we were
I
younger?
put a magnet on the TV.
Oh my god. You're terrible.
I spray painted my brother's Buzz Lightyear toy orange. And he got all mad.
Brian would give me a... Brian would have killed me.
I had a drum set, and I think it was me or Abel that took the drum set and just...
I think you both did.
Just stabbed it straight to the center.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, my drum set, no! And I put like electrical tape over it because it was the only tape I had. It didn't sound the same. It's like how they all sound the same. It was like, oh my god! I was like, so mad at him. Like, my drum set. Well, there's this little we had a parking lot, well, a tiny little parking lot. It was like an apartment. There's this little part that sticks out, and it was kind of like small. It was like big enough for like a dumpster, but there was no dumpster there. We only had like one dumpster, but it was like towards the entrance of the apartment. And me and my brother just took like the palm tree leaves and used that as shade and turned that like into like a little shop.
What in the world?
Oh, my dad also made like a makeshift basketball hoop. I think I forgot what that was made out of. More of the group chat. Oh, yep, group chat. Is this where it ends?
No.
But yeah, I miss staying up at.
If there was one food you guys can bring back that we had like back in the day, what food would it be?
What food would it be?
Yeah, like food or snack.
Chocodiles.
Chocodiles.
Hell yeah.
Chocodiles.
What is that?
Chocodile from Hostess? You guys don't remember those?
No.
Hang on, let me see if I can get a picture of it.
Mine was those Trix yogurts. Remember those yogurts that had like Trix, the little bunny on it, and the Trix cereal?
Oh, the Trix yogurt thing?
Yeah.
I remember those.
Those are good. Hell yeah.
I don't know, that's probably the night. I don't know. I'm probably too old for that.
You don't remember those?
No, I barely remember that. One thing I loved, you know, it may seem bad, but it's, you know, those Smarties, like the chalk candy or whatever, you know, but in the shape of a cigarette.
This one.
Oh.
Do you remember this?
No, it looks like a chocolate.
It looks like a chocolate Twinkie. Yeah.
A chocolate covered
It's
Twinkie.
a Twinkie, but the bread is in yellow and it's like pretty much just dipped in chocolate. I remember these because remember Tia Susan and Mom. When every time we would come over here to California, like for like, you know, to visit and all that, we would always go to the store and then they would always get Chocodiles. And then when I would always see them, I was like, "Can I have one?" And they're like, "Fine." And I know they didn't want to share because they would always like get a whole bunch and they would like eat it right there, like with their coffee and all that. As soon as they ran out, like they stopped making it, I was like, "Man, whatever happened to these?"
I remember the Trix yogurts. Those are really good.
That's how I.
Or the little.
All the Trix yogurt. Yes. I remember those now.
Yes, little Trix yogurt.
Was it like in a tiny little cup or something?
Yeah.
Like, oh. Yeah.
And it tastes like the Trix cereal type of. It was good. I liked it. Or those little. What are they called? They had them at McDonald's. Oh, McPopcorn.
McPopcorn.
I think that's what it
was.
It's kind of like the popcorn chicken, but they had it at McDonald's.
Popcorn. I don't remember that.
You guys don't remember it?
Show me a picture and I'll maybe remember it.
Let me see if I can.
I'm an avid. Well, not avid. I'm a McDonald's fan. Okay. There's some things I do remember and there's some things I don't. Like the McRib that always comes back every once a year. Still waiting for that to try it.
I never had a McRib.
Me either. I remember, what is it, Alan? He ended up texting Mom saying, like, you know, Tia, the thing is back, and And Mom was like,
Oh,
what
they were
is it?
called McChicken Bites.
McChicken bites?
Yeah.
McChicken bites.
They look like that.
Oh my god, it's so tiny.
It's like popcorn chicken, like how KFC has them. But it was like in a little tub, and like
That's a
everybody had them. Like was
I heard.
like everybody was like all into them.
I never heard of such a thing.
No.
Do I heard what Canada has? Pastry items
Pastry items.
for McDonald's. You know, like muffins.
Yeah.
The McDonald's in Canada has it. Like, I heard it on the F-Base podcast. Andrew Pan is just going through like everything McDonald's has, and it's like, wait, they have that in McDonald's? It's like, yeah, doesn't every McDonald's have them? Like, no.
I
I think it was like a
lived in
carrot.
Canada.
I think it was like a carrot cake McMuffin or something.
What?
No, I mean different countries have their own different twists to like
Yeah,
certain food items.
that's true.
They were just so blown away. And I always, plus like growing up, I always assumed that every single store that I ever been to was nationwide, like In and Out.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
I was not.
It's only like a.
You know what I thought when I was younger? Like people would go to different stores and buy their product and sell it there, and like they would just go to each store and just like buy it. Like I never thought there was factories. Like
You ever thought those factories?
no, like I literally thought like let's just say the liquor store down the street would go to a different liquor store and they would buy like all their stock of hot Cheetos and they would like sell it there.
That's what
And so-
that's what we do at work.
That's what like so on and so like I never thought there would be a hot Cheeto factory like making them.
You know they sell like giant bags of them like on Amazon, right?
What do you mean giant bags?
Yeah, haven't you seen them? Like you can buy like a big old bag, like a factory bag worth of hot Cheetos.
No, I haven't seen that.
They're huge.
Working in Amazon, you'd be surprised how many people buy food, not just like in the little bags or something, or buy a few bags. They buy it in a giant ass box.
Well, yeah,
That's
stock.
how, yeah, it's stock. But how many they buy though is insane.
Is Milo in here?
No.
Plus, one thing I miss is like drinking up until like the crack of dawn, pulling all nighters.
Well, that's too damn bad.
That's too damn bad.
Damn.
Shout out to that favorite moment in Holes with Shia LaBeouf. The first time I guess America ever seen his face. He was so young.
Alrighty, let's ready to go. I'm ready.
Still cannot believe it was based on a book.
Damn.
Do you remember those rubber bands that had like the shape of an animal or like a shape?
Oh yeah, those silly bands.
Yeah, there you go.
I remember when those were in. Oh, you were
Silly
probably
bands.
like in high school.
Yeah,
I was like in elementary when this was going on.
Elementary.
Yeah.
I was younger, so.
Yeah.
They're like literally like rubber band looking things that people would have like all up in their wrist and like up to their elbow, and they'll be like, oh look, I got a dinosaur, I got a star, and people would always like exchange them like, oh, I want that one if you give me this one.
It sounds recognizable, but I've never seen it.
Even okay, let me show you. Probably when you see it, you'll remember.
Who do you think?
I had to see this. I remember like being
Oh, I
seeing
remember
people
those.
in
These. And like people would wear them on their wrists.
oh,
Like they
that's
would
cool.
literally go all the way
It
up.
looks like a squiggly line around
I
your
remember
Yeah.
those.
around your wrist or arm. Yeah, I remember those now. I saw it probably maybe like for like a brief moment in my life.
Ooh, you know what else I always loved when we were in elementary? Those Smensels. Those
Oh,
pencils that smell like
Smensels.
certain like.
Do you hear my
Scent?
shake?
I would always get the fruit punch one, and people would always fight over it because it was like the most popular one. Nobody wanted cotton candy.
Why?
That one smelled gross.
Did it not smell like cotton candy?
No, it smelled weird. Like just thinking about it, like I can smell it already.
Your mom went to sleep?
I don't know. people would think like they were cool because they had those Smencils. I remember I was in like math class or something, and I would just bust out my Smencil doing my math homework.
You guys ever do the Harry Potter jelly bean thing?
Harry Potter jelly bean thing.
No.
You never. Have you heard of them though? Like, it could be anything.
Like those,
Instead-
the Bean Boozle or whatever? Bean Boozle?
I first heard them because of Harry Potter. Like, they have one that tastes like boogers, one that tastes like vomit. It could be anything. Tastes like dirt, sand. It could be good or fruity or something. But it's like the flavors on the back of it, and they just had like a row of them, but it just showed you the list of flavors. It could be blue and taste like a booger.
Oh.
Excuse me.
So it's like a surprise in every bite.
Mom said that she's not going to sleep yet, but she's just going to be in her room looking for houses until she gets tired. And she can go to sleep.
Go put your PJs on.
Shout out to House Hunters.
I'm assuming we took another shower.
House Hunters.
I don't
I'm
know.
taking another shower. Is that good?
Oh my god, this is.
But
Remember that show that we watched or something? It was like a fixer upper, like some guy like buys houses.
Oh,
fixes them.
Flipping Vegas?
Susanna just
Flipping Vegas.
I love that show.
Oh my god, I don't know who that girl is.
Amy? I forgot
Yeah.
her name.
Took a shower.
I mean, like her last name.
Yeah, Amy something.
Then.
There's like a shot that they filmed where she's pulling up to the house. It looks like she's going 20, maybe 30.
Oh yeah, she breaks all hard.
Yeah, and she breaks so hard. I'm like, sweet Jesus, can you break any harder? Like, I thought she was gonna crash.
Okay.
But
That show's nice. Like the way they fix houses. I wish
Yeah.
I could afford that.
I don't know why, but the dude reminds me of
Can't
my
even
boss.
afford a churro.
He reminds me of my boss Adam. Like, dude, you make bank. Just chill out.
Can't even afford a hot dog.
Yeah. Plus, I don't know why, but I felt like that. I don't know if it was that show or something. Like they were gonna fix up a house, and then like some people like spray painted all these like demonic runes or whatever, and they spray painted like the pentagram, and they're like, "Oh no!" And the workers just walked out or something like.
Oh yeah.
And he's like, "Just work over it."
Or there was this one house too that they did, and there was like a bunch of cats everywhere, and they had it called pest control. Not pest control. What is that? No.
Animal control.
Animal control. Yeah, pest control. No, that was a different house. But yeah, and then there was like kitty litter everywhere. Those poor cats.
Ugh.
They got evicted.
It reminds me of not a show, but the one time you pronounce archive,
Oh.
archive. I was like, oh my god, no.
I thought that's how you pronounce it.
No.
Well, that's what it looks like. Archive. I know. I told Brenda the same thing. She's like, "How do you archive your picture?" She's like, "You mean archive?" I was like, "Huh? Isn't it archive?" You know how you can archive your pictures?
It's archived.
I know. I thought it was archive. That's what it looks like.
It does not look like that. I can tell you that for sure.
What's that other cropping tool? I feel like you're gonna be like, what's that other cropping tool called? Knife tool?
You mean connect?
Knife?
Knife?
Knife
Knife.
tool?
Which one?
Like knife tool?
Oh.
I don't know. Was it the one that you showed me or something? It must have been a video I watched. So just pronouncing knife.
Oh.
I was trying to like integrate it in into the conversation. Well, we're just about a half hour in. Want to call it? All right. Well, see how this episode. Let's see how this one does, and well, yeah, we'll just go from there. Say bye,
What are
everyone.
you doing?
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.